Hey guys, Lucid. Yeah, we got another turn. It's turn 119. We're getting close to 120. And you can see we cast just a couple spells this turn. Just a couple. That's right, I'm scrolling. Almost 2 full pages of spells. That means we rich. We rollin'. But of all these, there's one that matters. See if you can see. That's right, boys. We stole Gift of Health with 800 nature gems. 800. Get out of here, TNG. I'm getting tarts now. Me. Turn 112. So, we have tarts. We summoned one here this turn, and we got this dude who's actually pretty cool. This could be a very, very nasty chassis. I'm kind of thinking like Acid Storm, Berserk, Phoenix Pyre, Liquid Body. I'm not sure all the things, but what is this? Lost an arm? You lost an arm? No. Okay, he'll get that back though. But pretty good chassis. And I mean the blood. You can do interesting stuff with blood, just like clear all your fatigue at the end of a script. Could be good. If we get him up to like 30 MR, I think he's got a shot. He could be a contender for an army killer. But I think what we'll do for now, I can't really move him very fast. I want to position, oh my god, whoops. Did not want that on him. He's gonna be clearing out a throne. I guess he'll probably clear out this one since it's kind of close. It'll be kind of tricky getting him all the way over there to some other place. He can also make Skulls of Fire, so I guess we'll do that this turn. This will be a few turns off before we turn on Pythium, but sorry, doing just a tiny bit of micro as I talk. But you can see Vanarus is just dive bombing this way. Now, I don't know what TNG is going to do, but from the buildup of troops down here, and then from what looks like a percolation of troops down this way, it looks like they're going to be going for these thrones. Which in some ways is bad, because I need this throne to win. And this one's looking pretty damn weak right now. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go through the rest of the events. Cast a ton of shit. We found a magic site because we're still finding magic sites, as one should. Found one here, fire site. Never stop gem hunting or site searching. I'm sure that fire gem is just gonna make or break the game for us. An event. This is kind of cool. We got a bunch of siege chaff over here, which honestly not totally sure where to take them. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe up here. Then we can potentially raid into Shinuyama, like take this, or no, let's go over this way. We can just raid with these guys. Take that. Poor Shinuyama. So we had sent Shinuyama a message at the end of last turn, which basically said we're ending our nap. And it was turn 118 when we sent it. We had a nap too. So they have this turn to prepare. They have next turn to prepare and issue attack orders, and attack orders can come on the turn after. I sent him a message. I wasn't super clear on the message I sent to him, explaining that. So I sent him a message in Discord, just confirming that that's the case. I don't, you know. He definitely held up his term of the bargain, because like when we made peace, I was like, I don't want to make peace just for you to build up a wave and attack me again, unless you're like bought in that you need to go conquer Pythium. He's like, no, I'm gonna go attack Pythium, and he did, and boy did he try hard. He tried really hard, but Pythium had that mass enslave, completely unfair shenanigans that he was doing. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Now, what we have to do, I think, is get a force that we can jump on top of this throne, pop it, and then send in a super combatant and some water elemental spammers and a few buffers. And the important part about that is we have to survive his little bone grinding communion, assuming he doesn't have some other kind of trickery. One trick to do that could be we could get off a pretty early Fog Warriors, which I think is pretty effective against bone grinding. Because I think bone grinding does normal armor negating damage, but not magic damage. And Mist Form is not blocked by just armor negating. It needs to be magic. So I think that's pretty effective. That'll just make it 1 damage per thing, and it won't kill anybody, and it won't cause an HP rout. But the casting time on these things is a little wonky. So bone grinding is 150, and Fog Warriors is 200. So yeah, that is basically the deal. The way we're going to potentially get around this, and it will give us a shot of blocking, is we need to get on our Fairy Queen. Oh shit, she's got the air hat. I was gonna say a faster casting hat. But honestly, we could do it. Like, she doesn't really, she'll be air 4. I think she needs the faster casting hat. And just turn 1 Fog Warriors. To make the faster casting hat, it's a water... This is it. So we have to be Astral 4, which fortunately for us is not terribly difficult. I just have to pick up you, and we'll just give you a hammer if I have one lying around somewhere. Which, okay, we're in that province. And yeah, we'll just have him forge it. And I think that will be our best shot at blocking it. And that will allow me to move an army with enough siege strength to pop this. But he's probably going to have Iron Warriors up. Iron Walls up. And what that will mean, we're still going to get all crippled and limped and stuff, but we're going to be taking this guy, who I haven't put everybody on because I don't think I need everybody, but I put 5 siege golems, 5 gelatinous cubes, and we'll make it a nice even number here, 140 Banes and Whites. And yeah, they're basically just going to zip over here, and then from here they can... So this is his turn to prepare. He has next turn to prepare. At next turn, I'm probably going to hang tight. Do I have anybody else I really want to bring underwater? I guess I could bring him some bodyguards or something. These guys are really good though. Chill aura and stuff underwater, pretty solid. Weren't these undisciplined? No. But yeah, anyway, we'll teleport him here, and then he may or may not teleport next turn, but he can go straight on top of this. And so I need to think about who's going to be in position to like cloud trapeze with them, and potentially super combatant inside. And I'm not really sure, but I think my best bet is maybe getting this guy. Where did I put him? I think I've got him over here. But if I get him positioned like right here, he can cloud trapeze, and I forget how far cloud trapeze is. I think it's what, 5? Yeah, 5. So from here it's 1, 2, 3... Wait, fuck. 1, 2... Oh shit, it's 6, isn't it? What about from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God damn it. Okay, I've got to get all the way over here. So I don't think I can cloud trapeze there, can I? Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Okay, we'll have to zip him here, and then from here he's probably gonna have to cloud trapeze here. And then once he's here, he can cloud trapeze over there. But technically I should be issuing my attack orders next turn. One second, let me pause. Yeah, so that would be coming, not next turn. Yeah, next turn I would issue the attack orders. So that's not... Yeah, we're not going to be in position. Fuck. Unless I could, like... I have a mage here. I could potentially build a lab. Okay, that's what we're doing. Let's check that. I'm pretty sure this is within 5, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so he can get in. So, we'll do it. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna build... Well, we need to build a temple here, and you can see I'm getting to the point where I'm a little filthy rich. So he's gonna cloud trapeze up here. What else? I'm not going to do all my micro stuff. So the whole thing I have to do is next turn, this group will actually be staged where they can jump on top. I'm going to have a big scary army, which is going to look like it's going to attack here and then waddle in, which is exactly what it's going to do. But I don't think he'll be expecting the magic phase attack. The other thing I may need to do is if I want to fairy queen my army in, which I think I do actually, I need to get her here where she can cloud trapeze too. And there's a lab. So she's going to be able to put on the new hat, and then she'll be able to cloud trapeze. And she can do fog warriors. The other thing that would be really nice is if I could get some home dogs to, you know, just... Where are you? Can this guy sneak over here? Oh, you can. So... yeah, we're gonna have to kit up both of these guys. And they are basically going to be on... Wait, do they want to go this turn or next turn? I don't think they want to go this turn. They want to go the turn we're magic phasing in, and they're going to be a surprise for the fort attack. So anyway, they can hang tight. We don't actually need to do this turn. Don't need to do it this turn. If they were going to be there for the magic phase, we'd have to go now, but there's a risk we could get patrolled out, and that would suck. There's a very good chance we get patrolled out. We need to get these set up, like all my periphery provinces, with just PD, an army of gold, and a few water elemental casters. A little bit of my blood micro. I want you to remember when you look at all this, all these vampires, these thralls. This all started because I declared war to get this Zot cave. I mean, I would have done it anyway, but getting these Zots really helped. It really makes bootstrapping in probably like 30% faster. Because basically you get B2s when they come out instead of B1. And like a B2 is going to self-replicate significantly faster than a B1 does. Okay. And now we've got, I mean, how much did we get this turn for Blood Slaves? We got, we'll call that 20, 30, 50, 80, 100, 110, 150, 190. We're almost at we are near 200 Blood Slaves a turn, which is crazy. I didn't really think the game would go quite this long. I mean, I'd kind of known it recently, but when I was breaking into blood, it was for like utility items and to like have flesh eaters. But now we're summoning Fiends of Darkness because we get a lot of them and they're pretty good. Yeah. So I think we're gonna win. I think we've got it. We've got so much. The thing was, and this is kind of how I've been playing the late game, is when it got like gridlocked like it did, like I have to focus on things that give me a durable advantage. So one of those was infrastructure, and the other was Arcane Nexus. And like that was all my energy. So I was in like a 3-front war and I was saving gems for Nexus, which meant losing the war. Like I lost this fort, I lost this, I lost an army here. I wouldn't have lost that if I was spending all my gems and pouring the troops and all that into that, but no. I was also busy winning this war up here, which is part of the reason I didn't have enough stuff to fight this, but... And the thing is, these guys are all so interlocked in war, they can't even really turn on me. Like, Vanarus is just murdering Pythium. Tianchi is going to be murdering Pythium. They don't have... I don't think the diplomatic flexibility is really going to be there for them to turn on me. And then taking this throne, people are going to be like, okay, yeah, we need to worry about him, but they're going to have to worry about me by guarding all their thrones. Which, like, good fucking luck. Like, I can come in and snipe this one. Like, they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know. Like, I think I can get there. I'm pretty sure I can get there from here. Yeah, this is 5, so I can do astral travel and get here from there. And one turn pop it and then boom, I'm in. All he can do is magic phase and tarts. And so all I bring is like a bunch of tart counters and I've got it. So that's like a backup plan, or it may not be a backup plan. We'll see which one I do, but I just have to get one of these Pythium thrones now. And you may be thinking like, oh, okay, well that sucks, because like you have a lot of the land throne, I mean the water thrones, and nobody can win without getting the water thrones, and it's maybe true to a degree, but like I've got 2 land thrones I've held over here for a long ass time. And then the water thrones, how many water thrones do I have? I've got, oh god, I thought there was, there was no water throne over here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, yeah, I just have 3 water thrones, but there's 4 total, so yeah, we're gonna get the last one. But yeah, I have 5 thrones right now, and 3 are water. There's 4 water total, and 2 are land. But I think on bigger maps like this, you have to lower the threshold for a throne victory by a little bit. I think we had too much. But it does make a weird dynamic. I think you have to really consider how many thrones you have underwater. I think this actually is an okay balance of thrones underwater, especially for how big the water map is, but you don't want it where the water nation can win with like all the thrones underwater plus 1 or 2 on land. Like that wouldn't be fair. But I have to have a lot on land to win. Or not a lot, but I mean I have to have, like, once I get all the water, which as you can see it's taken me all game, so it's taken a while. But once I get all the underwater ones, like I have to get 4 more on land, which is not a trivial amount. But I think if we lowered the amount of thrones required to win by like 1 or 2, then it would mean people on land could win easier without getting any of the thrones underwater, which I think is the thing to consider. Like, if you rule out all the thrones underwater, how hard is it then for the land nations to win? But also, like, some land nations can go underwater pretty easy. Like Vanarus with the storm demons, they are strong as hell underwater. So I don't know. Him kicking me out of the water is not that unlikely. I mean, he probably could, kind of, if he put a huge effort into it. Okay, we are building. We are preaching. Oh, we need a site search. I'm going around making sure I'm site searching. I mean, not like it matters at this part in the game, but... Okay, with this being this forted up, I have to show you guys something. Look at this. We'll go through the graphs again, because I was kind of looking at these. Conquered Relay, Plateau, Forts. Whoop! We just went absolutely nutso. This was TNG making peace with me. This was my fort graph. Just look at that. TNG, I think they actually made peace like once I just started. So, but it was like, it was kind of close because there was a lot of stuff. Well, no, that's not true. I think they made peace right here actually. So we were coming up the ramp. But I wasn't going to fort any of the land stuff, and I made the decision once I made peace to fort the land stuff. But that's nuts. Income, you can see we're just... God, this is the steadiest graph all fucking game. Look at this. I mean, it's like you could draw a straight line through that. Gym income, and this does not reflect my gym income. My gym income is driven by Nexus and Wish. Dominion, this is the interesting thing. Look at this. This is like lagging behind my fort graph. So basically every time I built a fort, I built a temple. So you can see like starting right here, I was starting to kind of get a lot. But you can see my Dominion didn't really change until like the very last tail bit. Like it was going up a little bit, but like what's deceiving about this is, like, if you look at this is cumulative. This is how many candles I have on the whole map. Cumulative graphs tend to hide rate increases. Like, you can obviously see it here, but you're like, oh, that's a pretty big rate increase. This is like a 4 or 5 times rate increase from what I had before. So, yeah, what that means is even if it stops being a 4 or 5 and goes to like a 2 or 3, like, this is still gonna go crazy. Army size. Yeah, like if we look at my... Oh, it doesn't seem to be going up anymore. I wonder if it's capped out. Because I've definitely gotten a lot more, and it doesn't seem to be going up. Number of temples, 87. If we do 80 divided by 5, we get... 1 second. Calculator time. I know this is like really retardedly easy. 16. So we should... Oh, but then I've lost at least 2 or 3 from my god. So let's call that 13. And then if I have 20... I probably did start with 7 Dominion strength. Okay. But then I have Dominion conflict bonus 1. Where different dominions meet. I wonder if this also... I wonder exactly how that plays into the formula. Because, like, there's different formulas for, like, when you look at how dominion spreads, when enemy dominion comes into my land, it makes a check against my candles. And the check is Because it's like, in my land, which province, like, would it be the check against from my candles, like how many candles I have against how many candles he has? No. It's a check against his max dominion strength against my number of candles. So when my dominion strength is going into his land, it's checking my dominion strength going into his land versus his number of candles. Now, what that probably means is that my dominion strength includes my dominion conflict bonus when going this way. What is not clear is, does his dominion strength when coming into my land, do I get a bonus on top of my candles for dominion conflict bonus? That I don't know. But anyway, we are glad to have it to my dominion pushing arsenal. We've still got a lot of preaching to do. Some of this graph is going to level out once, and not level, but it's going to inflect downwards slightly, or less upwards, once I'm done preaching, because at some point I'm going to have preached as much as I can preach. But we've still got a little bit of a ways to go here. Like, these guys are all tapped out. We probably should move them in here. These guys, you can still preach a little bit. Here we're preaching. Here we're gonna... I probably should move here and start preaching here. And... I don't even know what I'm doing here. Patrol. We're not. I've got a ton of micro to do. I'm not going to get too carried away with all that. I get sucked into the micro of the turn. I kind of don't mind doing it. So we're going to sneak mages in here. That's basically, let's go through the things we need to do. We need to sneak mages in here to pop up turn after the magic phase, so we won't be expecting them. We're going to have a tart jump in here. We need to think about the things we need. We need, like, anti-magic to go off. I need to have gear on these guys, like coral swords and stuff, so they're even more resistant to bone grinding. Yeah, turn 1 anti-magic is going to help with, like, the limp and cripple effects of bone grinding, too. Turn 1 fog warriors. And I think that is mostly it. And I think if we can survive that... I also need to think about weapons of sharpness to kill Tartarians in here. So I do want to have, and this is something to think about now, like, I need to get one of these guys in position. So he's going to be up here next turn when they go in. And he needs to do Army of Gold, Weapons of Sharpness, that kind of thing. The other thing I was thinking about, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but I might, is just teleport thugs on top of these forts to keep them from reinforcing. But I'm not sure. Yeah. I think those are the major strokes. I mean, I need to keep... This is my... We don't want to lose track of her. We're going to call her Gift of Health. She is just going to chill the fuck out. I mean, he has no idea where she is. She's going to be fine, but... Anyway. Just keep her safe. We're not going to move her underwater or do anything dumb. And then we're spending our gems. We're spending them on Vile Waters. We're spending them on Green Lions. We're spending them on Whites and Banes. And we are going to be getting a second army, which is going to roll down here and take this throne. And ideally, we paint the way... Well, let's see. The other thing we're going to need is I'm going to need a scout here to ferry... Probably a scout will steal one of the Boots of Quickness and we'll take the gate stone, and we'll run it back here. And then I can go ahead and start prepping. The exact turn I take this, we're going to declare war on Pythium. And then we're going to go ahead and... I actually need to start... I forget who cast... Astral Window, I saw one. Go to Commander. Okay. I need to see what is on that throne. Oh, we've got you here, okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. And I'm probably gonna just pin this, oh, whoops. I'm gonna pin this army in, and then I'm gonna go and take it. And I can defend it, I think, pretty easy once I have it. The other thing to think about is, like, claiming these, which... yeah. I have a ton of Holy 3, so it's not going to be hard, but I need to consider it. And then we're going to have to plan this army coming in over here. But I think the thing I have to worry about for this, and we'll do the details of this next turn, is going to be the anti-tart stuff. And like water elementals and then whites with weapons of sharpness and strength of giant. Maybe I need 2 of these guys. Let's not be little bitches here. I might, and we're gonna make some more of these. I feel like I'm gonna need more boots of quickness here. So that I can get a critical mass of guys to run through. And I'm gonna need a fair number of scouts that I put... God. Okay, I have to, with boots and then earth gems, I can cast weapons of sharpness. So that'll be okay. The problem is, how do I get the boots out there? Because I'm going to need to have the boots of quickness. Like this guy, he's going to probably die. Well, I need to have at least 1 boots. So we'll go ahead and sneak this guy out here, and if he dies, then so be it. Hopefully he'll retreat if he gets caught. These guys are probably patrolling, so there's a decent chance we get caught. Do I have anything that's going to give me better stealth? I don't see anything. I don't... Oh, I do have one thing. The Eye of Inoculants. Nice, I never thought I would use that, but we're stealth 90 now, so he's fine. So he is going to sneak over here with the boots. Is there other stuff I'm going to want to sneak? Maybe. It would... The only thing I can't really put on my guys when they come over is boots, though, so I think this is going to be it. But he'll be able to meet up with these guys the other turn. And then we'll be able to put the boots on, and then drop some cool shit, and then take this throne. And I think that will be it. I've got a ton of micro to do. Just an absolute ton. But it's kind of fun. Like casting, summoning stuff, like... Let me just show y'all some of it. I mean, not only do we have blood hunting going like crazy, we've got a ton of these guys, which I probably need to go ahead and move them. They are going to be part, I believe, of my invasion force down here. And we can also soften up some of this with flames from the sky. So I'm probably actually going to start banking up fire. And we'll just nuke from orbit some of these. Like this. We're going to nuke from orbit, most likely. They've got a lot of their communicants. And then that will hopefully pave the way for us to come in here. But we can start nuking a lot of things from orbit. And we'll just nuke. Like, oh shit, is it cold? Yeah, we'll do Woven Winter the turn before our nap ends, and that way the turn our nap ends, I'll have it on here and I can basically nuke. But I've got... Okay, this is not that many. We've got 3 casters for green lions. Here, I've got a shit ton of green lion casters. You can see we're getting a real army of these guys. They don't get a ton of ammo, they get 7, but that 7 goes a long way for clearing out non-chaff. And, yeah, with that and siege golems, we're going to be able to knock through these forts if TNG comes after us. With, like, once I teleport up an army of Banes. I think. We also need to think about the second TNG ends our nap, we're going to steal his horror harmonica. The other thing I guess to talk about, but yeah, I mean, I think the things are getting Manifest Vitriol spammed out. Getting, we have Kuthgul here, who has arrived. He is now on monthly gym, I mean, okay. All right, the other thing, obviously, and I don't think I covered it, is our Arcane Nexus pull. We got 416 pearls. Booyah. A lot of that was the rebate from casting Gift of Health for 800. That was 200 we got from that. But it was also a good pull regardless. So anyway, he's going back to wishing for gems. So is our god. And it's probably getting close to time to think about getting another Kuthgul. And having 2 of them, I can then potentially use my god for other things like forging or stuff like that. The final thing to think about is well, that's not really the final thing. Yeah, let's look at our Dominion real quick. So we can see it's spreading now into Pythium. He almost probably has like 10 guys here preaching, and he can't hold it back. We've got Dominion here. He's got temples. It's coming. It is coming in there. And he's got Theric acolytes all around trying to preach. Good luck, buddy. Wait, where are the acolytes? Yeah. They're all around trying to preach. He's got 2 of them here. He's got 1 here. They're trying to hold back just a tsunami of Dominion. A literal tsunami. So yeah, that's not working. Our Dominion is almost here, actually. One thing we could do, and I think one thing I want to do, is I'm going to go back and make a few more of these armors. And I think we're actually going to try to stealth preach this down. Maybe I make an Eye of Inoculants. We're going to get some like really high stealth gear on this guy. And yeah, we need to make an Eye of Inoculants. Okay, it takes Astral too, though. So we'll make an Eye of Inoculants here. We're going to make just a whole stealth kit. And we're going to put it on one guy and have him come in here and preach. And hopefully that will push this over the tipping point. I don't even know if I need the entire stealth gear, but we'll do some stuff. Well, let's come here. Let's see what we can do. So, you two. Some of the easier stuff is what, this? And then there's some boots that do it. Okay, we'll do these. And that will have him move in and stealthily preach here. I do want to make a path for my Dominion here. There's not going to be anyone right there, so I think I actually can... Oh god, we still need to preach this down. That's crazy. We need to build a temple here. And a fort. So a fort coming up here. We're building a temple here. We need to go ahead and build a temple here. The other thing I do need to do probably is to build a temple. Okay, I don't really have a mage. We're going to make another one of you here. We're going to build a temple here. And we're going to start forting this. That's a lot of guys on my border. He can suck it, though, if he comes in here. And this is definitely going to be part of the end game, is him laying siege to this. Like, these guys are not leaving. That's for damn sure. Oh, we empowered an heir here, I forgot. So one thing I can start making, because I was looking at, like, how do I spend some of my gems, my air gems? Because air I did not have a great outlet for, and one of the things I think I'm going to need... where did I have some hammers? One of the things I think I'm going to need is bags of wind, because they are really good in assassinations, which is something to worry about with Sakane. And it's probably something to worry about in general, but... be very nice to have bags of wind. And then it's also just a booster, which is really nice. So, yeah. That will be really good. It can potentially mess up Magic Phase, Super Combatant, Thuggy attacks too. Because it's gonna come out before they can even do any spells. Like, their elemental is there with you, and he's gonna, like, immediately jump on them. Which, it's gonna mess up his scripting and all other sorts of things. If he didn't have shock resistance, then forget about it. And I think we're gonna go ahead and get this guy in position 2. Get ready to assassinate. So we have a bunch of things. I've got to prepare thug kits for people to teleport on top of these, because I want to have these pinned in the turn I'm on it so he can't attack me, and we're going to one turn pop the fort. Hopefully he doesn't have iron walls up, because I'm not gonna... I mean, we've got a shit ton of siege strength here. I mean, you know what, though? Like, come on, no half measures. We can just... If we're not worried about it, I can bring 1,000 siege strength of guys. So, because, like, the worst thing is me sitting on top of this fort. Do I have any more of them? I thought I had more. I guess I don't. Okay, no half measures. So, anyway, we'll have, like, these guys are going to be... Like, this is probably... right near 1,500. You know, maybe I just do more. This will definitely be 1,500. Because these guys have really high siege strength. Okay, maybe not, because we have these trolls too. I might need all of them. I'm not going to bring all of them into combat, but I think I'm going to need all of them. So they're going to zip over here, zip up here. We're going to cloud trapeze in, drop a bunch of our cool shit. We'll be able to put bag of wind on her too. Give her that nice air bump because we're going to take this off of her. We'll probably do like a bottle of water too, maybe. Keep the coral sword, keep this. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. It's going to be an exciting end to the game. It's been coming for a long time. It's probably more fun for me than it is for other people, because it's really not fun when you have static borders. But that's kind of their fault for attacking me. I think it's getting more fun for everybody except Summer right now, who's playing Pythium. And God, you know, the Pythium player subbed in, so just picking up a game this late and running through it, you know, hats off to you. But they're getting just completely rushed and bamboozled at the moment. But they have one of the most powerful super weapons in the game, so, you know, what you gonna do? Alright, anyway, I think that's it, guys. Take care.